Welcome to Bruins Overtime Live, presented by buyatoyota.com. For offers not seen on TV, visit buyatoyota.com. For Ottawa Senators fans, and I know you guys aren't watching Nesson, good news for them. They win again, and they score 7 goals in their last 2 games each, so give them 14 total. Sophia with PJ and Razor. The Bruins lose 7 to the final to the Sens. Gentlemen, we're going to have a discussion. We're going to have a discussion about the Bruins' effort, because that's what we were seeing today, that it was evident that in a lot of places it wasn't there. Razor, I want to start with you, because dating back to last year, you saw what that was like. You've seen the highs and lows of this season. What did you make of tonight when we're considering that big picture?
Don't look at me like that.
Is PJ laughing already?
No, I'm just...
Well, listen, you can't... Penalty kill's been very good this year. They just went 4 for 5. And you had Charlie McAvoy and Nikita Zadorov take 6 penalty minutes, 3 penalties in the third period. They got scored on all 3 of those power plays. The game got away from them. They did not play well enough at the start of the game. They did not play well enough in the second period. And then the pushback that we've seen this year, the fight, the energy, despite the leads that they've been giving up, was not there tonight. And now you're staring at a 1-7 in your last 8. You've given up 7 goals against in 2 of your last 3 games. The numbers are starting to pile up in the wrong way here negatively. And Brick just said it. There's an opportunity to reload tomorrow night. But this has a feeling of things getting a little out of control here. I'm really curious to hear what Marco Sturm says about the game today, because, again, there wasn't a lot of hope in today's game that we've seen. Despite the losses over the last 10 days, there's been hope. Today was a little less hopeful.
Pete.
A little less?
A little less.
Got a touchdown scored on today. It was, yeah. And Brick said he's so right. Like, you have to have a short memory, right? Because they play again tomorrow.
Yep.
So that's in professional sports, short memory, and just move on to the next one. Except for your point, they're piling up.
Yeah.
Like, and the problem with the Olympics this year is the condensed schedule. They're flying back from Canada tonight, get home late, play a team that's been sitting in their town. It's not going to get any easier tomorrow night. And they have to be ready and bounce back from this team. And they have to have a short memory, but you have to start looking at all these mistakes that they're making on a nightly basis. And we kind of went through a pack earlier about, they're getting some offensive moments. Mm-hmm. And they don't have as many natural goal scorers as other teams do. Mm-hmm. So they have to survive on the defensive side of the puck and making sure they're strong there. Mm-hmm. And we showed a pack earlier about them getting good offensive chances. Oh. And we know they're going to be a good defensive team, but it's their defensive side that is costing them. And it cost them again tonight.
Too easy. At the end of the day, that's really, like, listening to you talk, it was too easy to get. It was too easy for the Ottawa Senators to score 7 goals. It should never be easy for an NHL team to score 7 goals in a game.
Yeah. We never, first of all, I'm an ex-player. The last thing I want to do is walk up and say stuff here about, it being too easy. Mm-hmm. I bet you if the players watch this game tonight and they go back and look at it, it was too easy. Mm-hmm. Like, there was times where it was in the third period, there was a 1-on-5 in front of Swayman, and the Senators got the goal. Mm-hmm. Brick also said that, what hurt them was the second period, the 2 goals in the second period.
Yeah.
And the first one was a simple play, a skate through on a play and not the strongest back check. And those are all effort. Those are things that are fixable, though. Mm-hmm. And you just got to find a way and want to find a way.
You got to buy in. Yeah.
You got to buy in.
Got to buy in. That's something that Marco Sturm has been talking about a lot, that despite having this great training camp, a lot of the guys saying one of the best ones they've ever been in, Marco Sturm has been saying that buy-in hasn't been there with everyone at the same time this season. So we'll see what he says, like, to your point, to Brick, Razor. But let's get into it. Let's show you some of what the guys are talking about. Drake Batherson, 3 points on the night, 2 goals, and we're going to show you both of them right now. One of them a power play goal. But let's get into it.
It came off with the Eastmont penalty early in the game, and we were just saying don't take penalties because this team has their PK is one of the worst in the league, but their power play is 6th in the league. And first period,
3rd, 4th now.
Yeah, they just moved up.
They moved up real well today.
So one of the hottest guys for this team, 7 points in the last 5 games, and you leave him all alone. Yes, they overloaded one side, but they get it there all alone. Swayman makes the great save, but he's by himself. Batherson goes upstairs.
No, that's right. And then this is the third goal here where we have the puck. Full control. Boston Bruins have full control behind the net. Reverse gets made, and once you have a giveaway, you have two defensemen behind the net. You have your center behind, all below the goal line. Look, we got a center, we got two defensemen in behind the goal line. We only have one Ottawa Senator there, which means there's going to be a guy all alone in front of the net, and that's Batherson, which is one of the hottest guys, the worst guy to leave if you're a Bruins fan.
And he is our Subaru star of the game. These are his numbers in the last 5 games. 9 points, a +3, 2 power play goals. Tonight, his 16th career 3-point game. Razor, this might completely be different than what you and Billy talked about a few weeks ago. But do you remember we had a post-game show, and maybe it was in intermissions, we were talking about the Bruins' chances, but they weren't generating shots. Like, they were getting chances. The just shot wasn't going on the goal. Here we want to talk about the Bruins' chances with the lack of finish. Is it different than what we were talking about a couple weeks ago?
Well, they got 29 shots, so it wasn't quite like, I think it might have been Colorado where they ended up 14 shots. So the volume's there a little bit, but these plays that we're going to watch, and if we had the shot clock, like they're far out. Like Levi Marilainen had a perfect bounce back night for him. He gave up 7 goals on 26 shots his first game. This was a perfect game. This was low stress on the other end, and there was, you have David Pastrnak. If it's anyone else, that's actually not a chance. But for David, he creates chances that don't look it. But still, it's a shot along the ice, far side, and certainly in Levi's wheelhouse. A little bit of chaos in front, but all in all, you put the two sheets together of the chances and where Ottawa had their chances, where Boston had theirs. It wasn't much of a game, like the score.
Paige?
I'm trying to think of positive things after a night besides you can have a short memory.
Right.
That's the thing. It's just I don't think anything really went well. We talked about we mentioned they got to move their feet, get to the middle of the ice, and on the flip side, protect our middle of the ice and keep the puck on the outside. It didn't work either way for them. They're a very strong face-off team, the top team in the league. Try your best on those face-offs. They're number 3. They got schooled in that book. So Ottawa's starting with the puck all the time. It's okay. They start with it. Let's just go to our structure and be strong defensively. We haven't been great, but that Colorado win gave us a little bit of, a little swag.
Yep.
We got this. We can defend against the best team in the league right now. And tonight was a tough one. Like you showed how they have the puck behind the net. There's no one around them. And 3 of them fumble it, and if somehow it ends up all alone, and Swayman's on an island there with the hottest guy in the league right now shooting at him. So it was a tough night. It was a tough night. Hopefully they can bounce back tomorrow. And
you were right in this chair in second intermission. We were talking about down 2 goals. Razor pointed out we've seen it. They've come back. They've had good thirds. Yeah. Let's show you the start of the third period. Tim Stützle getting on the board. Power play, 8 seconds into the period.
Could not have had a worse start.
It was actually, Brick said, this is 8 seconds in, they take a penalty. We just talked about the period before. It was 68 seconds in, they gave up that goal, as you mentioned. And then 8 seconds into this one, to the third period, which is going to be, you talked about they can come back, but they've come back 2 goals in. So now we are going to be 13 seconds into this period, and it's 4-1. Don't take a penalty, they take a penalty. Block the shots, keep them to the outside. I can't say, and this is a good shot. It beats a good goalie on a tough night. But Brick says right after that, this is the worst way to start a period. He's kind of sitting there and he's calling the game. It was a tough night. It's just a tough night with a lot of goals that added up.
And 4-1 just makes it, especially the way the game's being played. Sometimes 4-1 nowadays in the National Hockey League, it gets crazy and you can come back. But tonight had none of that feel at all. And now, as a goaltender, you're just hoping as a team to get out of it 4-1. But Ottawa's too good. You take a couple other penalties that are in the neutral zone that are stick, tripping calls, nothing really hard. And that's what makes it even more frustrating here at the end with Stützle getting a stick on it. 5-1, 6-1, 7-1 happens real quick.
You're a goalie. I know how important it is for players. I never had a lot of points, actually, any points. But when you did get one, it's better than seeing zeros across the board. That's why it's so important at the start of the season for your big guns to get those cookies early. Get some points so at least there's no zeros and you're not squeezing the stick and you feel like you're contributing. as a goalie, on a night like tonight, the stats are so important. I know he's on a long contract, but what does this do to you mentally? Like, statistically, we were going to talk about how great he was.
No, that's it. That's you're going to go through and you're going to be 7 on 23. Man, I just got smoked. And my numbers just got smoked. And we had this last year with Jeremy, and you're playing catch up. Yeah. It's like when you don't get points in the first month and a half of the year, and you're trying to get back to if you're a point per game guy. Now you have to get 2 in 20 different games. For a goaltender, that you don't get enough shots to catch back up. 7 goals on 23 shots. Typically, you want to, ideally, you just think the easiest way to think about this is 1 goal on 10 shots. So you give up 7, you need 70 shots. Mm-hmm. So he's got to go find 47 shots over the next 2 or 3 days.
If the Bruins keep playing like that,
he's going to get.
They're going to get these guys.
It's the breakaways that they. So it is hard for a goaltender to take yourself out of that. Once the game's kind of over at 4-1, you want to get through that last 10 minutes without giving extra ones up, and it gets frustrating to give those last 3 up on the last 3 or 4 shots of the game.